Hey, Zay, what you cooking, bruh?
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Ins and Out podcast with your host, DT Sensei, and your boy, Caleb, at Caleb Justin. We're back again. Want to apologize for last week. We were in transition trying to have a Kansas City content creator on the show, but just didn't receive anything back. So kind of let me in a loop, and I was busy. Last week was homecoming at my alma mater as well, so I had to get prepared for that. So I do apologize for that. We did not have an episode, but we are here on a Thursday, back live, and Caleb, there is much to discuss. We gonna go ahead and get straight to down to the nitty bitty. The Commanders went into Kansas City a little bit down at some of the aspects of players and made some personnel changes on Monday night, but yet the Washington Commanders still fall to the Kansas City Chiefs for a score of 28-7. So Commanders are now currently sitting at 3-5, currently on the season, and there is much to discuss and discourse around the Commanders fan base. There's much discourse going on between the injuries, between the coaching. There's a lot of things going on with this team that, a lot of people are going to talk about vibes. I'm not going to bring that word up here, but there is definitely something different this year than what we saw last year, obviously. And we can point out, obviously, with the schedule, we're playing a second place schedule. We're having to deal with injuries more this year. We had the injury luck last year. We didn't have a lot of our guys injured, but we were able to prevail over some of these teams. And also another year of teams looking at this offense and still things gelling and things are not going the way as it did last year. So, Caleb, I asked you this, and your history on Twitter is very nasty. But you also, I know you keep it real to yourself, and you still stay as a fan as you is. Where are you at with this team at 3-5?
I mean, even before we played the Chiefs, I said if they want to at least give themselves a chance, you got to win at least probably two. If you really want to be considered a playoff team, of course, you like the next three after the Chiefs, you got to play the Seahawks and the Lions. If you lose to the Chiefs, cool. It is what it is. But if you really want to have a chance and push for the playoffs, you got to beat these two NFC teams. Because our NFC record right now is 1-4. It's not good. And then the team that you lost, they're playoff contending teams. So if you lose one of these NFC games, to me the season is over. They're not going to the playoffs. If you lose to the Seahawks or the Lions, God forbid you lose both, the season is definitely over, and it's time to start these mock drafts. I mean, right now, what are we in, week 8?
Week 9.
Week 9. The team is who they are at this point. Offensively, they show inconsistencies. Defensively, they show inconsistencies. The first half of the Chiefs game, I guess to go over it a little bit, they showed more speed in the first half. It's like when you played the younger guys like Kane Madrano, Jordan McGee, some of these other cats that they're flying around to the football. You put Lulu in his natural spot as an edge rusher, just go go get the quarterback, or whatever you see, attack it. Then you have McGee playing off ball linebacker next to Bobby. Marshawn Lattimore having a pick. I think he was playing in a slot on that play. But you see, the first half they played. The defense played well. I can't. I wasn't expecting that. You to get two turnovers on Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback we've seen in the last 5 years. He's probably arguably a top five quarterback of all time right now, just because of his accomplishments and his Super Bowl wins. Um, he gives you two gimmies. You have to capitalize. So when you have inconsistencies in the run game, inconsistencies in the passing game, fourth down, you're not getting it. And fourth down, you have to go for it because you just brought in the kicker. So you don't trust your kicker. Um, and then to top it off, you're getting injuries and you're making small mistakes. The first drive on offense was good. And they really should have scored on that drive. Debo, of course, the ball hit his face mask. But, they showed competitiveness in the first half, which is all I can ask for. If you lose, cool. But at least it's all about how you lose and how you win sometimes in the NFL. Some of these teams win and they win by small margins. Some of these teams lose and they lose by big margins. If we lose to the Chiefs, of course I want to win, but if we lose to the Chiefs, show some competitiveness. Um, and they ran out of gas the second half. I mean, the offense couldn't get it going at all. Um, then you get your receivers back. It seems like when we get the receivers back, now there's inconsistencies. Um, for some reason, when Terry's not playing or maybe Debo's not playing, the offense is struggling. But with Jaden, they're moving the football. It's like we're doing everything ass backwards right now. We could never play complementary football. It's probably only one game that we did that this year, and that was the Chargers game. Other than that, when the offense shows up, the defense plays like crap. When the defense shows up, the offense shows inconsistency. So right now, this is an inconsistent team. This is an up and down team. They win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So I had them win at 10 wins this year. That was my ceiling. Uh, right now, it looks like this team will probably win. This team will probably go at best 8-9, 7-10. I can see that being the record this year. God forbid they lose every game and they only win two more games. God forbid it's 5-12. Um, there is a way I could see that happening, but um, just don't know, man. It's the NFL. It's a week-to-week league, so I didn't think I'm having every week. But right now, this team is inconsistent, man. They can't get any traction at all. So, and it's week 9. Like, if you don't got it figured out by now, then I don't know what to tell you at all.
Yeah. So when I watched the game Monday, actually, my fault, my apologies, long week. It caught me off guard a bit how quickly the adjustments to the personnel that Joe Witt and DQ put on Monday night. They went a little bit more of a 3-4 look. They had Jordan McGee playing alongside Bobby Wagner, had Frankie Louvu basically playing at the stand-up edge position, and the safeties are starting to rotate a little bit more. You had Jamie Reeves, Darnell Savage, and Quan Martin rotating into those rover spots. Defense came out hot and matched the intensity, and I think it caught Kansas City offense off guard how fast and competitive they were playing. But when it came to this offense, I think the offense so far has the defense just wasn't good overall when it was healthy outside of playing the Giants. But this offense is
the Giants, by the way.
Yeah, it's the Giants. But this offense is the biggest one that has taken the biggest hits on injuries because the skill position has not played literally together. They have only played Deebo Samuels and Terry McLaurin have only played approximately 3 games together with Jada Daniels at quarterback. After that, it has been Marcus Mariota. Debo has been the wide receiver one, or both of them have been out. Um, it's been in flux. And with that being in flux, the passing game has tremendously struggled because we are not an explosive offense when it comes to throwing the football right now. And now that the running game has struggled, it's literally hard to get anything going unless you have Jada Daniels at quarterback who can make something out of nothing on these second down, third down situations. And right now, it's a Jaden Daniels offense, which is why we say we have to get more talent around him next year, especially at the tail spot. Just overall with this team is lacking playmakers. This team is lacking playmakers at these key spots, where it's an edge rusher, where it's a corner that can make plays in the football, stay consistent in coverage, a safety that can make plays and be consistent in coverage, a linebacker that can make plays and be consistent in coverage, and then for obviously the wide receiver room, a guy that can take the top off the defense that we didn't have from last year. There's no De'Ami Brown. We know that De'Ami was inconsistent at times, but the one thing he did have that speed. The speed was able to go uh, 0 to 60 on these now routes. You have Olamide Zaccheaus. You're missing kind of those guys right now who are taking the spots from having a Jalen Lane in replacement, and you have a Luke McCaffrey who has been very solid this 2025 season. But there's much more to be discussed with the other problems as well. But right now, the offense is not explosive. It's not explosive right now.
Not only that, but Jaden is, I think, based off his EPA, he's been effective by drops this year. I think he has 12. I think receivers this year has 12 drops for
probably
him.
15, probably up there now from last night. I mean, Monday night.
He's been affected by drops a lot. It's very unfortunate, and he's also had to deal with different offensive line combinations too in the NFL. Like he has to go through that. So like everything is everywhere. There's no stability on offense or defense right now. There's none at all. We addressed the O line. The O line is fine. I'm cool with the O line.
I agree.
The thing is, now you need playmakers. You need, like you said before, we need playmakers at the tight end position, and the receiver position. And depending on who you get in the draft, could see it could be a running back that you may like too.
A running back too.
There's nothing wrong with Bill. He's been cold the last couple of weeks. I don't know what's going on. So I don't know.
So
he was going crazy. He was going crazy the first 4 weeks.
But my assessment is, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, they're putting 8 and 9 men in the box, which you can see that at times. But I also think some of the run blocking has been quite predictable, to be quite honest with you, at times. Whatever it is, the duo play, wherever it's the die play, they're already keying on that. There's nothing that is making the run game look sneaky. I think also has to do with Deebo Samuel and his heel. I think last game they did not motion him a lot because, I understand he's still trying to fight through injury. And we also know with him, that heel has definitely taken an effect because I don't see the same explosiveness as we saw the first 6 weeks of the season when he was playing even without Terry. That has also have been affected. I do feel like at times I think McNichols can add a little bit more juice to the backfield as well. I would like to see him get a couple of carries at times. I haven't seen it with Chris Rodriguez since the Atlanta game. So I would like to see, some of these other guys on the roster that could provide a little bit of spark in the run game. But Bill is good. I do think there are some things that's going around that is affecting his play a little bit. Whereas the defense, the offensive line not blocking, tight ends missing assignments, or sometimes it's him. But it's right now the running game has been stopped, and these wide receivers that we currently have, they have to beat man coverage. And right now, they're not beating man coverage at a consecutive rate, which is why a lot of the plays are improv plays.
Yeah. Teams know we don't have that. We don't have a guy that's very explosive, so they're just going to play man coverage and stack the box. I mean, that's what they're going to do. I mean, you can run man beaters for sure. You could definitely do that, and there's been times where we run that, but when they get open, sometimes when they run those plays, there's drops.
Yeah.
So they have to get a receiver in the draft, first round specifically. I've been going. I mean, we can ask you, DT, and what that's. I mean, that's a future thing about the draft. I I'm talking about the draft right now because I don't think they're going to do anything this year. But like first round, they need to go BPA. Whoever is the best available there, receiver, corner, edge. Any we need
Linebacker.
we need playmakers.
Yes.
We need
Absolutely.
playmakers, offense, defense. I don't give a damn if it's a linebacker, edge, receiver. Hell, I don't give a damn if it's tight end. We need playmakers. Playmakers. We need explosive players. Explosive playmakers. Young playmakers that can grow with Jaden. And I mentioned this to you before. We don't have a guy. We don't have a guy that Jaden can grow with in the future as far as the receiver position. We don't have that guy at all. I mean,
We don't have that. We don't have that guy that we know is going to be a guy.
Agree, but I'm saying a guy that can grow with Jaden too. Like as far as you got Burrow got Chase, Trevor Lawrence got BTJ. Um, we don't know about Jackson Dart, but Jackson Dart in the future is going to have Malik Neighbors. Um, Me and Caleb Williams, how do you feel about him? He got a guy like Roma Dunze. We don't have those type of players. That's what we need to get. We need to get a guy that teams have to game plan for week in, week out. A guy that strikes fear into the offensive or defensive coordinator's heart every week. We need that. We don't have that right now. we don't. I mean, we have one, but Jaden is that guy. He can. Teams have to game plan for him.
I agree slightly in a sense. I understand where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying. I do think when you say that, you have to be mindful. They still invested in wide receivers, but not in the way that we want it to be invested in. Like Luke McCaffrey and Jalen Lane, those are two young guys that they invested draft picks. Luke has started to come on. I still think we need to get him more involved. Jalen Lane, he has flashed, but he has not been consistent, especially with his hands when it comes to catching the football. That part, I feel like, yeah, we do have some young guys that can grow, but we're talking about a guy that's even above them that can grow for the next 5 to 10 years with Jaden Daniels at quarterback. That I absolutely agree.
We're talking about demons. Like I need a demon on my team. Jaden is a demon. He's that guy. I need 2 more guys on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to finish up on the offensive side, and then we'll go ahead and preview some of the things that we have concerns for and the game. This offseason, I have been screaming on the pod, the trenches have to be addressed if we want to be very competitive in this NFC conference. And what we can say is the offensive line has taken the big, tremendous steps, even though they had to flip a couple of pieces. They had to put guys in and then there. But so far, this offensive line has been good as advertised and even took a little bit of a step up from last year. Now, the defensive line, yes, Javon Kinlaw has been a solid addition for the team. The edge room is not there, but they have done what they can. They rushed by committee, but it's now time to get a guy to go on that defensive line that can wreck a game. It's time to get that guy on the defensive line that can wreck a game. Dorrance Armstrong, he was having a career year before the injury. Jacob Martin, he's a situational pass rusher. Von Miller's a situation pass rusher. We don't want those guys playing overly large amount of snaps. And then also, I know a lot of people talk about the Deidrick Wise injury, but let's be completely honest, Caleb. Like, I really didn't want to rely on Deidrick Wise missing him for the season. I don't think we should be at that point when we're missing a guy who we signed for 1 year to be that big of an impact for the defensive line.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help when Javonte Jean-Baptiste gets hurt either. It doesn't help with that.
The edge room has taken a hit.
Yeah, the edge room has taken a hit. I mean, listen, man, it's just a lot of injuries, bro. Like, you got to get faster. You got to get more athletic. You got to find a way how to flip some of these guys we got too. Like, we got to find. I mean, we got to find a future successor for, well, the guy who can replace Marshawn. You know, I think, by the way, Trey Amos is a dog, DT.
He is a dog.
That boy's a dog. Somebody we can build on. Get another guy opposite of him. Get you a safety, add a linebacker, add an edge. You got to get a dynamic edge rusher. Like, we just need playmakers, man. It just sucks. We survived the injury bug last year. This year we're taking a hit. Are we the most injured team in the NFL?
I mean, 49ers. 49ers is most injured, but they're winning because of coaching. They have established something.
Yeah, and they've done it before.
Yes,
they've gone to the Super Bowl and they were top 5 injured team in the NFL. They went to the Super Bowl.
We're clearly we're not there yet.
No,
we want to get there, but we're not there yet now, and we have to get to a point where we shouldn't have to rely on Jaden for every single thing.
Yeah.
And that's just really team building. And this team right now, they only have 6 draft picks. They still have some money, but the past 2 years they've been cheap in terms of not trying to overspend for the big marquee guys that everybody talks about in the free agency market, but go for these veterans that can come in and fill roles for the now short term while they build for the long term.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. But
I'm very interested for year 3 because now we see that. I mean, if you're not really truly a fan, a lot of people are going to try to say that we were blinded by beating the Lions and thinking that we had truly arrived. No, because the Lions literally, if they had gave Jahmyr Gibbs more carries in the divisional round, I still think we probably would have had a likelihood of losing because he was dominating the entire game. They just stopped giving him the football. Yeah. We had nobody to stop him. Nobody. And then Jared Goff just decided to give up the cakes, to be honest with you. But understanding now that this team is still trying to fix these holes, still trying to add more talent, they're going to have money again. But will they be able to get these key spots while also trying to get more draft picks. I feel like they're going to have to get more draft picks.
You got to ship Duran. Um, I mean, I don't know if you saw that rumor about Marshawn getting traded. I mean, you got to ship Marshawn if you want more picks, if you can get anything for him. But Duran, you can get something for. Um, at best, a third round pick. At best, you're not getting higher than that. Um, get something for him, or you can do a player swap. You get you a receiver, a young receiver. Um, get you somebody. Uh, you could trade down out of the first round. I mean,
There's
there,
multiple ways.
yeah, there's multiple ways to do this. We've seen AP finesse picks before. We've seen him do it. He's done a lot more good than bad, by the way. He's done a lot good than he's done bad. This is his first time being. This is his second year of being a full-time GM. So he's going to make mistakes. He's going to make some really good decisions, but he's going to make some mistakes. He's not going to be perfect. Um, but there's multiple ways that they can gather more picks. There's multiple ways that you can build a team. But they just they got to get some guys, man. They just have to, or you're going to waste Jaden, and you don't want to do that at all. You don't want to do that.
Absolutely, man. But without further ado, let's go ahead and preview this matchup this Sunday. We're taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I had a huge debate. I think it was yesterday with a content creator. We were going back and forth about, you
Who?
know, oh George Comey. George
Uh,
my guy, but we were just going a little bit back and forth about this game because do I think Seattle is a juggernaut like Kansas City or how the Packers are? No, but I do know this team was one spot away from getting to the playoffs last year. I do know that Mike McDonald's defense has a philosophy that's very similar around the Baltimore Ravens, and that style of defense is all over the place. This offense is top 12 in the NFL, and they have a top 10 defense. They have one of the best run defenses in the NFL. They have a talented group on the defensive line. Their secondary makes plays. Sam Darnold is playing at a high level. Jackson Smith-Njigba is playing like the best receiver in football. So this is not something to slip over. Like, I understand when we play Kansas City, it's Kansas City. We held them to 7 points, but then eventually the dam broke. But we also lost to the Bears, a team we should have beat. And quite frankly, even though Atlanta had talent on the offense and the defense, we lost to them by 7 points without Jaden. So that was a game really we could have won. This is a game you cannot slip up in and then go 1-6 in the NFC. If you go 1-6 in the NFC, it's over. I don't see it. Like, I know people are going to try to bring up when the Redskins and RG3 went 3-6, this and that, but they at least won some games in the NFC before they went on that run. We have only won one game, and that was against the New York Giants, who have also looked better down the stretch since they made the quarterback change. So that game is not going to be a gimme. So this game is a must-win, without a doubt, Caleb.
it's a must win, but will they win? Don't know. Seattle is top 5 in scoring. They're top 10 in scoring defense. They're one of the best. They're the best team against the run. Their biggest weakness on defense is their passing defense. It is not good at all. It's not good. Um,
Wow.
they rank 23rd passing yards allowed per game.
You think Chris Moore going to cook?
No, leave. Shut up. No. Now if we had Terry, now we can talk. But
But Terry's gonna be out,
yeah.
which
So
sucks. But now, don't you find it weird that now they're revealing it's really a hip flexor and not a quad?
bro, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I I I could look. Terry, I don't know what's going on with that man this year. Um, I don't know, man. They hide injuries from us all the time, so I'm not surprised. But Seattle's pass defense isn't good. Uh, so you can attack that way. Luke McCaffrey, Zach Ertz, find a way to get Ben Sinnott some targets.
And Jada's playing, so that's a plus.
Yeah. Jalen Lane, you got to bounce back, buddy. He killed the entire drive for us in the Chiefs game. The kickoff, turn, and the drop pass on third down. Um, yeah, find a way to redeem yourself. Is Treylon Burks playing?
You know what? I'm really hoping for him to play just because kind of at this point with the wide receiver room being this banged up and not being consistent, like honestly, I don't want to see Noah Brown this year. You might as well turn that IR from 4 games to like out for the
8.
year because he's not coming back anyway. Respectfully,
And even if he comes back, I'd rather have Luke take his snaps
I'd
than
rather have these. Yeah, I'd rather have these younger guys get these snaps. I'll even have Brooks get some reps as well. I like what Robbie Chosen did in the Dallas game, but of course he's a veteran. But I want to see these young guys in the wide receiver room get some reps and grow rep up with Jada Daniels. I think Burks can take the Noah Brown role. He's much faster. He's bigger. Um, we'll be curious to see how he will look because if I'm not mistaken, and you can correct me, that that collarbone injury actually happened this year. I thought the collarbone injury happened last season. It happened in training camp or some sorts, which he's still recovering. So that's my only concern. Him getting the first hit back from that.
then you got guys like Drake Jackson, who's on the roster. Young guy, 26 years old, edge rusher. Forgot about him. He made it's actually not a bad pickup. Hey man, you got to talk about
Hey,
something,
Radar done crashed in the chat too, yo.
bro. He going crazy on that. I mean, I don't blame him, bro. Like me and
I
him
don't
on the
blame
same
him either, yo.
me and him on the same wavelengths. DT, they're losing this game, bro. I'm sorry. I don't.
Bro, we haven't even done the game predictions and stuff, bro. You already gonna talk about we losing, bro.
It's a bad matchup. It's a bad matchup. It's a bad
I
matchup.
mean, well,
And Seattle
I
got
I did say that in the chat too. That was challenged, but you know, we content creators and stuff. We're gonna have
Seattle.
disagreements.
Seattle has a plethora of running backs they can use. Right now, we're like 24th
Okay,
against the
Jaden.
run.
Okay, Lamar.
Well, what happened? He scored.
Yep, 14-3.
Mm.
That's how I need Jaden to be. That's how I need Jaden to be Sunday, bro. Need that boy cooking.
I mean, he has Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely and Zay Flowers.
Would you take Mark Andrews if he's a free agent over Zach Ertz, or just go younger to position?
Go younger. You
Okay,
know who I want in the draft. If we're gonna pick a tight end, I want Sadiq.
okay, I like that. Anyway, sorry for the sidebar, but this matchup is interesting. It's very interesting, especially when it comes to Seattle's offense against our defense, because JSN can move all over the place, and he can play outside, inside. I've seen a couple plays him in the backfield. That's definitely a matchup problem against our linebackers and stuff. Um, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet. The run defense has started to falter a little bit. Injuries have started. I just seen Johnny Newton got an ankle, so he could be out possibly. Um, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. And who else played? Tyler Owens played. Kyler Owens played Monday too. And from what I've seen, shout out to Deuce for posting clips and stuff for the past couple of weeks. From what I've seen, he's better than man coverage in zone. Don't put the guy in zone coverage because he is about to confuse us. I don't know what, but in man coverage, he's absolutely solid. So I guess we can have Tyler Owens match up more. Like he's about to lose some battles, but at this point, bro, I'm tired of seeing Bobby Wagner getting burnt, bro. I'm tired. And then he go on Twitter saying those two plays weren't on me. That is absolutely that is nasty, bro.
He needs to hang it up. He needs to retire.
Oh my goodness, bro. This is crazy.
He needs to retire. Him and Zach Ertz need to retire. Yeah, Seattle's offensive line, it's solid. They got solid tackles. Their interior is probably the weakest part. And that's the strength of our D line. Um, Kinlaw was limited today, but he was full yesterday. Um, you still got Deron Payne. Hopefully Johnny Newton plays. I mean, those are your three guys, impactful guys that can give you the most juice for the defensive line. Who is that?
Willie Washington.
The quarterback?
No, the wide receiver.
Oh, tripping. Um, yeah, man. The only way this defense will have a chance is if they get incredible pressure up the middle. Sam Darnold's not a guy that I'm scared of improvising. Now, I will say this: he will get some scramble yards on you if you give him the opportunity. He has some wheels. Um, but you have to get pressure from the interior. You just have to, man. I mean, we can do the game predictions now, bro. Let's get this over with.
All right. So we're going to go ahead. Sorry for y'all again last week because we missed our picks last week. But we're going to start fresh and new. Week 9. We're currently right now, yes, we keep looking back and forth because the Dolphins are playing the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar is back tonight and they already up 14-3. I'm going with Baltimore. I think Baltimore is going to try to regain some momentum and try to find a way. I can't deal with the Steelers winning the division, bro, because it's going to be so nasty. So I much rather have Lamar do his thing. So I got Baltimore winning tonight.
Yeah, I already had the Ravens winning tonight.
All right, the next game we have is the Vikings taking on Detroit Lions. J.J. McCarthy returns back to the lineup, but they're going to be playing a hot Detroit Lions team. Give me Detroit at home.
Agreed.
Next game we have is the Denver Broncos coming off their win against the Dallas Cowboys, taking on the Houston Texans. Houston Texans, this is a tough game because how good defensively these teams are. Oh, what a dart to Jalen Waddle, bro.
That's somebody we could use, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it tonight. I think this is gonna be a defensive game right here. The Denver's defense, Texans defense. I think whoever wins the turnover battle wins the game. But I'm gonna lean slightly Denver.
Same.
But I would not be shocked if the Texans win.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, the next game we have is the Chicago Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Flacco's been limited this week. I'm very mad at him because he did not throw to Higgins only once, which hurt my fantasy. Hopefully he gets 6 catches this game. Defensively, Bears can cook this defense. but it's also if Caleb can hit guys consistently, which he has had a problem.
I got the Bears,
I'm
though.
still taking the Bears, though.
I'll take the Bears.
Still going to take the Bears. We have the Panthers taking on Green Bay Packers. I'm going to go with Green Bay. Going to go and get another victory against the Panthers. Then you guys have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New England Patriots. Drake May is playing at a incredible high level. Will that continue this week, Caleb, against a feisty Atlanta defense, but also got thumped by the Miami Dolphins, who are playing right now?
I'll take Atlanta.
You want to take Atlanta? Ooh.
Yeah, I think Atlanta poses a different type of defense. I mean, Drake got sacked 5 times by one person in Myles Garrett. Atlanta has solid secondary. They got a ball hawking safety, a good corner. They got some linebackers that can play coverage, and they got some speed rushers too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Patriots defense doesn't scare me. I got the Falcons. I got the Falcons.
You got the Falcons. All right. Uh, is Penix still got that bone bruise in his knee, right? And I think he's limited. Is he going to play?
I don't know, man. I didn't think about that. I didn't know that.
Because I feel like does Kirk give them a better chance? Kirk looked bad last week, in my opinion. But it wasn't all on him, too, though.
It wasn't, but
I will. If Michael Penix plays, I'm taking Atlanta. If he doesn't, I'm taking New England.
okay.
Next game, we have Denver and the New York Giants. I'm going to go with no, not Denver. We have 49ers taking on the New York Giants. I'm going to take the 49ers.
Yeah, same.
Recover after L. Next game we have is the Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do you think this is a key game for the Colts? Because I know a lot of people are going to question, are they contenders or pretenders? But also with their schedule, who they played, they did beat Denver. What you thinking, Caleb?
I can see this being an upset.
That I can. Just got a text about Calvin Ridley and Artie Key could get moved.
I don't want him.
You don't want Artie Key?
You say Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, I don't want Calvin Ridley, but Artie Key would be nice.
Who's that?
Edge rusher.
Oh. Why not? What else do we have to lose? Don't got nothing else to lose at this point.
He played he's playing in San Francisco too with Peters, so there's a connection.
Give me the Steelers.
Taking the Steelers. You know what? I think I'll take Pittsburgh too. This is the type of game it could get ugly. I won't say. I'm not gonna say Daniel Jones will come back to earth, but I don't see him throwing like 3 or 4 touchdowns like he's been doing past couple. Maybe 1 touchdown and probably a good 200. Well, but this Pittsburgh defense though, that's the thing. That Pittsburgh defense ain't.
It's not all that.
I still think they win. I still think Pittsburgh wins. I'm gonna take Pittsburgh. Next thing we got the Chargers, the Titans. Give me the Chargers. Then we have the Saints and the Rams. Go ahead and give me the Rams winning. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Raiders.
Jags.
Give me the Jags. I know my girlfriend gonna be hype about that. Uh, the big game on Sunday, before our Sunday night game, will be Kansas City against Buffalo. Kansas City is on a streak. Kansas City getting healthy at their key spots on offense. Do they do it again at Buffalo? Or do Josh Allen got to put his cape on?
Give me the Chiefs.
You going with the Chiefs?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I'm
They're
going.
on the Chiefs are on a heater right now. They're on a heater right now. They are on a freaking heater right now.
I cannot. Yeah, they're on a heater, and I cannot wait for the end of the season for the people who said not Kirk Cousins, Patrick Mahomes is not top 5 anymore. I got that receipt in the group chat. Shit is gonna be nasty, bro.
I need that screenshot, bro. You need to send me that. I know you have it. You need to send me that.
It is absolutely nasty, bro.
Yeah, send me that right now. You said Pat Mahomes not a top 5 quarterback. We need to update resumes, bro. Are you drunk?
Nasty word. All right. The Monday night game we have is going to be Arizona at Dallas.
Give me Arizona.
You're taking Arizona. I'll take Arizona if Brissett plays.
Wow.
Well, no, because you know what? Kyler Murray plays good when he's at AT&T. So I'm gonna take Arizona. Oh, that's nasty. That's a flag. And all right, we're here with the Monday night game. We got the Commanders wearing the Super Bowl era jerseys, taking on the Seattle, who'll be wearing their throwback jerseys. So it's gonna be a jersey game. Caleb, where are you at?
Bro, we're losing. I don't know why you asked me that question. We're losing.
You know what?
You don't remember me saying that Chiefs Seahawks Lions game, that stretch, that 3-game stretch, they're going to be 3-7. That's my prediction. They're going to be 3-7, and then they'll probably get a win against the Dolphins if they can beat the Dolphins, because we may lose to the Dolphins too if the defense keeps playing like this. They have a lot of freaking speed, a lot of speed. Imagine Bobby Wagner in the middle of the field, and you got Jalen Waddle streaking across.
I remember the last time when it was the Chargers game, I got clipped. I said we were going to lose.
I don't give a damn. Clip me.
It's that same energy. This is that get back.
Okay.
It's get back time. No. Radar said 27-16. Oh, hold up.
You saw that?
Saw what?
Saw that play.
Nah, I got clicked off. Radar said 27-16. 27-16 Seahawks. Dog, I can't.
31-21.
You nasty, bro. You a nasty nigga, bro.
Am I? 31-21.
I can't look at the screen and say I'll say 3-6, bro. Give me the Commanders 27-26.
Oh, we are wearing the Super Bowl eras, right?
Super Bowl era jerseys. Art Month, bro. Art Month getting his jersey retired.
Never mind. Too late. No. I forgot.
It's like, I ain't closed out the show yet.
Oh, shoot.
Nah, go ahead.
Nah, I mean, listen, bro. The matchup is bad. They can win, but that defense, bro. If they win, it's going to be a one-possession game. Could be 28-27, could be 31-28. I don't think they're scoring over 28, by the way. They could get 27 because Seattle's defense is good. It's good.
Okay.
Super Bowl era. Armand getting his number retired. Legends going to be there. Bro, them uniforms going to look sweet. I can't wait. I'd take the Commanders, bro.
You better.
28-27.
Hey, Zay, what
Was that Simple's prediction? 28-27?
I said 27-26.
Yeah, I'll give them the win just because of the Super Bowl era and Armand.
All right. Well, hopefully, we're here on Wednesday, and our Commanders come out with the W. Because if not,
season's over.
It's time.
What'd you say?
Chris Moore.
Hey, Zay, what you cooking, bro?
That's nasty.
So I wish Santana Moss was playing for us. Forget Armand.
Is they good against mobile quarterbacks?
I don't know, bro.
I mean, I don't know, but I do know one thing. In their two losses, it has been against NFC, and the last one they lost to was a shootout.
Also,
but they had weapons.
Seattle's 5-1 on the road.
They're a good road team. Okay, time to break the streak.
All right,
time to break the streak. But look, that's all we got for y'all
Hey, Zay,
tonight.
what you cooking, bro?
It is the Ins and Outs podcast. Y'all go the rest of this. Not Eagles, Ravens, and Dolphins. I've been cooked past couple days, so I don't know what's going on here. But look, it's my boy Caleb. It's your boy DT. We'll catch you guys next time on the Ins and Outs podcast live.